On Friday, the State Department implemented a broad freeze on new funding for nearly all U.S. foreign assistance, with exceptions only for emergency food programs and military aid to Israel and Egypt. This directive threatens to halt many billions of dollars allocated to U.S.-funded projects worldwide that support health, education, development, job training, anti-corruption measures, security assistance, and various other initiatives. The U.S. is the largest provider of foreign aid globally, budgeting approximately $60 billion for 2023, which accounts for about 1% of the federal budget. Secretary of State Marco Rubio's order, communicated through a cable to U.S. embassies around the world, specifically exempted emergency food programs aimed at addressing severe famine conditions, such as those affecting millions in conflict-ridden Sudan. This cable outlines the implementation of the aid-freezing executive order signed by President Donald Trump earlier in the week. However, the decision has disappointed many humanitarian officials, particularly as it does not include specific exemptions for critical health programs, such as clinics and immunization efforts. Notably, the President's Emergency Relief Plan for AIDS Relief, PEPFAR, an internationally recognized anti-HIV initiative credited with saving 25 million lives, is also subject to the spending freeze, which is expected to last at least 3 months. As a result of the freeze, some aid projects began to receive stop work orders on Friday afternoon. Leading aid organizations interpreted the directive as an immediate cessation of U.S.-funded aid operations globally. A former senior official from the U.S. Agency for International Development noted that many organizations would likely stop their operations immediately to avoid incurring additional costs. Abby Maxman, head of Oxfam America, expressed that suspending funding could have life or death consequences for vulnerable children and families worldwide. She criticized the Trump administration for jeopardizing the lives and futures of communities in crisis, and for moving away from the United States' long-standing bipartisan approach to foreign assistance, which prioritizes support based on need rather than political affiliation. At the United Nations, Deputy Spokesman Farhan Haq commented that while these are bilateral decisions, there is an expectation that nations capable of doing so should generously fund development assistance. Although Rubio's order exempted military assistance to allies Israel and Egypt, it did not extend such a waiver to U.S. military assistance for Ukraine. The Biden administration had previously expedited military aid to Ukraine before leaving office due to uncertainties regarding Trump's commitment to continuing such support. There remains approximately $3.85 billion in congressionally authorized funding for future arms shipments to Ukraine, leaving the decision on its allocation to President Trump. The freeze marks the beginning of a commitment from Trump and other Republicans to scrutinize U.S. aid programs rigorously. Additionally, on Friday, the State Department's agency responsible for refugee and resettlement services instructed its partner agencies to immediately suspend all work related to foreign assistance. This guidance raises concerns that resettlement efforts, including those for Afghan refugees with special immigrant visas, may have to pause temporarily. Florida Republican Rep. Brian Mast, the new chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, indicated that Republicans would closely examine every dollar and every diplomat within the State Department's budget to ensure compliance with their standards for essential spending. The freeze aims to ensure that foreign assistance appropriations are not duplicated, are effective, and align with President Trump's foreign policy. In the coming month, new standards for reviewing all foreign assistance will be established to ensure alignment with Trump's policy agenda, with a comprehensive government-wide review expected to be completed within 3 months, culminating in a report to Rubio with recommendations for the president.